Okay, here we are. Time for a wrap-up on the Mars Hydro versus the Bloom Plus versus the Growtronics lights. Time for winners and losers. Everybody likes to hear winners and losers. Except there's no real winners or losers here. They're all good. And then there's also the consideration of what's behind it to see what fits your situation. So what I did was I have my little grow box here that I created out of an IKEA cabinet and put Mylar film on. So this is my one of my germinating boxes. I also use it for cloning. This fall I'm going to try cloning rose bushes. That should be an adventure in and of itself. I've also, stored my herbs in here for the winter, my rosemary and my chives and that sort of thing. It works well, except there's no ventilation. Also, I picked up a beta test on a PPFD meter, but what's really cool is it also gives the color temperature. So I'm going to try to insert a picture somewheres so that I can show you two things: the color temperature of each set of lights, but also there's little ventilation in this cabinet. So I let the lights run for 24 hours with the door shut, and that will give us a good idea how much heat is produced inside a tiny area like this. Probably comparable to most of the 2 foot by 2 foot. So anyways, let's get on with the Growtronics. So here we are. They are basically a T5 format. And I like them. I like them a lot. So, advantages. As you can see, these are homemade brackets. And you can set your lights up by making your own home bracket to get a better light coverage. These guys here, I could have moved this guy further over. Now I just did it nice and even all the way across. But you could move the lights out further to the edges. And as most of you know by looking at light charts, there's always a hot spot in the center and worse out to the edges. So what's nice about these is they're 2 foot long. So in this box, which is roughly 20 inches by 36 inches by 60 inches tall, it works really good and gets really good light coverage. I've used this one a fair bit in this cabinet. Downfall, they're expensive. For the cost of one of these T5 fixtures, I can buy one quantum board, either the Mars Hydro or the Bloom Plus, for the cost of one of these fixtures. They run 24 watts. So out of the three, these cost the most, hands down. They also use the most energy. I know they work really well. I've used them. One of the benefits, I don't know if this camera will pick it up, but you can see how that's got the different diodes. So basically, there's 4 warm white, there's 4 cool white, and then 1 far red, 660, and 1 infrared, 730. I might have those two reversed as to who's infrared. So it's basically a 4, 4, 1, and 1. what I've done for the center one, you'll see that it's only got 48 LEDs instead of the 60. But those are all your white light. So this actually works really good for both cloning and full grow right from seed to flower. And it works well. I like it. In the germination test, it wasn't far behind the others. What I really did like was when I used it as supplemental lighting out in the greenhouse, it was first to flower, which was good, and of course then first to fruit. And those plants were ahead of everybody else. So it comes down to, it costs more to run. It works really well, and it costs more to buy. So in reality, I'm thinking that it would end up being the third stringer. Having said that, if you have one 2-foot T5 fluorescent tube that you're wanting to, and that's what you have, and that's what you want to replace, they're a really good choice. So again, it comes down to what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. So that's it. It works great. I like it a lot, and I'll continue to use it. You bet. Do I recommend it over the other two? Probably not. Again, it all depends on your situation. So that's it for the Growtronics. Stay tuned. I'll be doing the Mars Hydro and the Bloom Plus as well. So no matter where you are in the world, I hope you're having a great day. And cheers.